Welcome to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show, leave a comment, and click that like button. Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is a marvelous one. Back at it again with Don and Philosophikal to talk about the latest in the world of sports. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Man, this was a week of all weeks, man. But let's get started, man.
Well, look, like I got a question for you guys. I mean, is this the end of the Hall of Fame career of Aaron Rodgers, man? Have we seen the last of Aaron Rodgers?
I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna go out like that. I think he'll be back next year.
You think so?
Hey, I'm gonna go. Yeah, you talking crazy. I'm gonna go on and say this is the last that we will see of MVP Aaron Rodgers. Whoever shows up after this ain't Aaron Rodgers.
I hear you.
Put that out there. He ain't gonna be the Aaron Rodgers because you're gonna take a year and a half to heal.
Yep.
And then and guess what? And you ain't gonna mentally heal. So guess what? You thinking he gonna be making sharp cuts and everything? You're gonna have to have a line that's equivalent to what Emmitt Smith ran behind.
Like I told you before, my man Aaron Rodgers went into darkness to decide to come back to play. Okay.
Yep.
I can see this man now thinking, you think about the recovery you have to go through from an Achilles tear, mentally, physically, the recovery process of this. Does he want to put his? Yeah, that's right. You've been there. I know people that've been there. Do he want to go through that to come back and play for this?
Not no.
At 39
hell
years
no.
old.
Hell no.
And look, and he's sleeping on some M's. Let's keep it.
Let's keep it 100. That's true.
I ain't even sleeping on no M's, and I'm like,
what is his motivation to come back? I think the Jets got screwed. They gave up some picks for this dude. The Packers didn't want him because they know he's getting old. It's better to get rid of a player a year too early than a year too late. And I think the Packers made the right move. And hey, they kind of proved it. Jordan Love was ready. So
I think Jimmy G would have been a better fit. It would have cost less. And I think they went too far. They went for the hype.
Yep.
And it was just like I think he showed up more in the TV show than he did on the game.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah. I mean, I think we can officially say the Jets are cursed. Let's just say it. They're cursed. They're a cursed team. Yep. I thought the Saints were cursed at one time. You know, maybe the stadium was built on an old cemetery. That was rumors going around New Orleans, you know, in the 70s and 80s. So I don't know. I mean, the Jets are just cursed.
It's not bad. It's not cursed. I'm gonna say what you said, Mom. That's the equivalency of bad GMing.
Absolutely.
Because if you gonna grab a quarterback like that, get a line. Well, when the Bucks went and got Tom Brady had a line. You can't have an old quarterback with no line.
With no line, exactly. Yeah. But I also question the GM and the scouting department, right? You had Zach Wilson, second overall pick. Before him, you had Sam Darnold, top 5 pick, maybe third overall pick.
Talk. Yep. Preach.
And all turn out to not be even decent starters in the league. I mean,
they had the other USC quarterback too before that.
Sanchez. Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez.
Yep. So you got to question your scouting department, your GM. I think you should cleanse all of that. Start over with that.
That's bad GMing, like I said before.
Yeah, talent evaluation.
Do you feel like they have the right coach in place?
I think they got the right coach. I like Solomon. I mean, look, he's a defensive guy. And look, the defense has played well since he's been there.
Lights out.
Yeah. Yep. It's a matter of finding the quarterback. If I was him, you know, he should have went back to quarterbacks he knew. Look at the San Francisco 49ers, what they had at the time, and bring in one of those guys.
Yep. Jimmy G.
Jimmy G. He should have. I think Don is correct. He should have brought in Jimmy G. Somebody knows, somebody he has a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in the San Francisco offensive coordinator, the guy that's standing behind Kyle Shanahan, that's writing down the plays. Bring him in. Let him call the plays.
Hey, I'm glad you said that. Why don't you did the series get called? Because I didn't like the play calling to start the game. Knowing you got a dominant running back like that. I mean, you wasn't going. I mean, you wasn't supposed. He wasn't there to do all the heavy lifting. You had a young little Thundercat in the backfield. You ain't call his number until he went down. You should have called his number early.
Right. Well, I guess they were trying to show off their old ride, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing to slow it. I mean, that would have slowed that pass. That would have slowed all that rushing, you know, all that all that blitzing.
The pass rush. But Zach Wilson was kind of facing the same pass rush, man. I question that offensive line. I think that offensive line has a lot of questions there.
Hot trash.
Yeah.
So
I think we need to talk about Buffalo. What is going on with Josh Allen?
I think the Jets is just his kryptonite.
Okay.
I don't even think it's the Jets. I think that he was trying to mend the relationship the first game, and you throwing into triple coverage with Sauce. You throwing in triple coverage with Sauce.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Wait, what'd you say? He's trying to mend the relationship with
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, stop.
Yeah.
Well, look.
Hey, Bob. You see that when he threw that in the end zone? I'm like, who was catching it? Hey,
yeah,
I thought that interception was a great punt.
But I think the thing is they're running Josh Allen a lot. He's not sliding. They don't have a second receiver. They still haven't fixed the running game issues. Offensive line is still
running game. I like that, Phil. I like that because
running game. They got some issues over there in Buffalo, and this is what I called at the beginning of the season. So we're gonna see about Josh Allen. What happens? They may have to go out and try to get somebody.
I don't think it's as bad as you want to make it. I think they just ran up against a buzzsaw in the Jets.
And their defense didn't look good either.
The Jets beat them last year with Zach Wilson. So I think the Jets just have their number, man. But look, I got a question for you too. I got a question. Do you believe now?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe?
Yeah.
Bill, do you believe? Because you didn't believe last week. You thought it was just a fluke against TCU.
No, I said I needed to see more, but I've seen more. Nebraska's not good. They play Colorado State coming up. We're gonna. Hey,
you want to see them against Colorado State now?
I wish I could go to Colorado and see. Yes,
man.
I wish.
I want to tell you what I really want to see, Marv. I hate to say it, but I want to fast forward and get this year over.
Me too. I want to see the end. I ain't gonna lie to you. If this was a movie, I would have fast forward to the end just to see what happens at the end.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if he take them. If he take them to the playoffs. Oh man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
dude.
He done enough already.
Exactly.
The portal is exploding.
What
the real test is when they play USC. That's going to be the real test.
But what's crazy? Look at the attention that he's creating. He did this at Jackson State. A lot of people didn't recognize that. He's doing it now in Colorado. This was the most watched game. I think 8.7 rating compared to the Alabama game, Texas game.
Texas.
It's
going to keep going up next week. It's going to keep going up next week.
So I'm glad y'all said it like this, Marv. I'm glad. Hey, Marv, I'm gonna pull in that thread that you just threw out there. Deion Sanders is doing what's equivalent to what Tiger Woods did in golf. Nobody was watching golf. No African Americans was watching golf like that. And I'm gonna tell you like this: wasn't no African Americans, was watching Colorado like that. Everybody's there. Social, and in this age of social media and the quick way to get some clickbaits and stuff like that. My mother said, "Hey, what she called me and said, hey, baby, what time Deion play today?" I said, Deion ain't playing no more.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even when he was at Jackson State, you can ask my wife. I was looking at my phone. I said, what time does Prime play? Because
I was too.
I was never a Jackson State fan. I was watching to see what this dude was gonna do. How he was gonna yell at his team, play my theme music. I want to see that because it is entertainment. It is like watching the WWE, where the wrestler comes out, grab the microphone, and just start yapping. I love it. It is entertaining. This is what I've been trying to tell people about sports. It's like they keep getting it, they get all emotional about it, and it's got to be traditional. I'm like, yo, this is entertainment.
Yes.
This is there to entertain me. I paid to go see this, and I want to be entertained. If that calls for cheerleaders out there shaking their butts and little skirts, and some wrestler or a musician out playing at halftime, that's what I want to see. I want to be entertained.
It's entertainment, yeah.
It's entertainment.
But let's talk about the real scariness, because Nick Saban got a real
problem.
He has a serious problem. Hey, if I was Nick, want to tell you what I would be doing right now? I'd be trying to see if I could get me an easy job in one of them booths.
Yep, absolutely.
Right now, I
really,
ride out.
Really, one of the greatest coaches of all time. Wow,
this is time to run. Listen, you got to understand when the tides are turning on you,
to hold your legacy
portal,
in place.
the NIL at the same time.
Get out of it,
man. Get out of town. Get a good look. Wow. Get a good deal with CBS, because CBS ain't owned by Disney. You know,
get out. Get a
good deal
while you're on the top, while your legacy is in
time
place.
To get him off.
Get out. If I'm him, I'm out of there.
Wow.
Because the days, yes, because the days of Alabama having a third string that's NFL qualified, because you scared, because these kids are scared to transfer because they know they're gonna have to sit down a whole year. So I sat at Alabama. Now I'm gonna have to transfer and sit again. Man, it's too much sitting for a great talent. So they said I just might as well just knuckle up and try to get where I can get. And now Nick Saban had a freshman that was God sent. And guess what? You sat him for 3 years. 3 years. And that kid had, you telling me that kid developed. You can't develop game speed on the bench. You can't develop game speed on the bench. And guess what? The portal has opened that door. And guess what? These boosters are loving it. Texas came there, and you seen what Texas did. You seen what Texas did? Say, hey, we're gonna spank you. We're gonna spank you. We're gonna spank you good. So
that's
Nick
what Deion
got a problem. He got a problem, and not only that, it's a lot of other teams that has problems because it's starting to balance out, because the superpower teams can't take those young kids and hide them, and now you got third stringers that's actually going to other teams and actually can being competitive because they're getting coached up. Deion has a team right now that's well coached and well organized, and I think Deion is a leader amongst men. So he's putting that talent pool together. He has a great team of coaches, a great team of trainers, and he has young kids that say, "I believe that you're gonna put me in the best position to win every day." And the games, everybody talking about the games, but I really want to see the practices, the preparation. It's got to be phenomenal. And the NFL players are talking about that. The NFL players want to go down there and talk to these kids. And as I said before, when you have an NFL player as a mentor and he's coaching you through that, I mean, Sanders' son, he like grew up overnight, man. Tom Brady fingerprints is all over that kid. All over that kid, man. You can, I mean, it seemed like the game is like moving so slow for him. He's seeing everything on the field, and this is the one thing that we always talked about: the difference with most we say mediocre. I ain't gonna say mediocre, but smaller colleges. They don't have the line in order to deal with the Alabamas, but they do have those skill positions. I got a wide receiver that got a 4-2. I got I get defenses backs that can hold you down. I just don't have the line.
Yeah, no, because that was the case at Jackson State. Like Travis Hunter, he was at Jackson State. So George Sanders was at Jackson State. I think one of the running back, Wilkinson, he was at Jackson State too. And they
skill positions.
Deion, all skill positions. They asked Deion, they said, "Hey, would you ever go up against Alabama?" He was like, "Hell no," because he doesn't have the big uglies. And I agree with him, because the one thing that frustrates me the most, and I'll make this quick because I know we got to get to the NFL recap and our picks, but the thing that frustrates me most is like when I see LSU playing Grambling State, HBCU, or HBCU going up against Alabama State going up against Alabama, and knowing these kids are going to get humiliated. 70-7 or something like that. That is wrong. I don't care how much they're paying that school. That is wrong to put those kids up against. That's dangerous. Those kids can get severely hurt because you got them going up against 300 pounds, 6'5", 300-pound offensive lineman and defensive lineman, and these kids are smaller than that. That's crazy.
I got one better. I don't even know what this Army, VMI, those guys. I don't know what y'all thinking because the Army has a height weight standard.
Yeah, I know.
You never ever have a pro line.
Right.
You'll
and the
never,
Navy
ever have
does
a pro
too.
line.
The Navy has a height
The
weight
Navy,
standard.
and you can't tell me they don't have world-class athletes. You crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they have it at the skill positions, but they don't have that meat in that line.
Yeah. But look, let's get on to the records because we got to talk about this, Don. We got to talk about this. You know, wasn't such a good week for you on your picks, man.
Hey, Las Vegas won big on everybody. Las Vegas emptied everybody's pockets. If you was a
think Las Vegas?
All parlays were garbage. You can shred that up, but no parlays was good. None of them.
No. I'm just curious. I mean, does Vegas have the script? The NFL script? I mean, do they?
Do
they know what was happening? Yeah, I mean, you know, Phil was the one that sent it to us, right? The script for the NFL. They follow.
It was constantly changing. It's constantly changing.
It's constantly changing. Because I mean, we're on chapter 1 right now, right? This is
chapter 2 now.
But Marv, I'm surprised they doing any writing with all this. This mutiny that's going on with the writers.
That's right. The writers are on strike.
They're on strike.
But I mean, they probably prepared the script before the season started. So But so what were the records, man? What were the records, man?
Man, you feel y'all did pretty good, man. 9-7, 9-7. I went 8-8, man. Split down the middle. It was a rough week, man. It seemed like I couldn't break loose, and it seemed like some of the bold picks, crazy picks that Phil did. They panned out. Hey, I gotta give it to them. They panned out.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till this week.
Man,
you in that little gypsy bottle. Y'all keep on with it. You keep on with the gypsy bottle.
Flips a coin.
No.
Heads, Lions, tails, Chiefs. And he got
that little 8-ball that he shake every time, man.
Hey, it's a lot of data that I look at. A lot of data.
Right.
A lot of data.
Well, let's start it off. I mean, so we had the Thursday night game. We had the Chiefs at home against the Lions, and the Lions won this one 21-20. I watched that game, and I thought the Lions played very well, under control. They took control of this game, and it looks like Patrick Mahomes was trying to do everything on his own, right? Because he had to. His receivers were dropping passes. In fact, one of his receivers caused the pick six that really won the game for the Lions. So Mahomes he's going to have to put in a lot of work this season because he ain't got much help.
Go ahead. Hey, Mark, go ahead and pull the string, man. Hey, Patrick Mahomes going to have. Yeah, you took that check, and when you took that check, and you made sure that Cheetah didn't get his check.
Yep.
So you are paying for watching skill positions, and we're starting to see that the Cheetah was a difference maker to any quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I could throw to the Cheetah.
Yes.
And he needed the Cheetah on days like that because I got it. You're trying to go on the memory of Tom Brady, whereas though Tom Brady had lesser receivers, but when Tom Brady had Randy Moss, he tore the field up.
Well, they won a Super Bowl without the Cheetah. Let's not.
But that's the point I was going to make. Travis Kelce didn't play in this game. He had the hyperextended knee, so that's basically why the Chiefs lost this game. But
that defense.
And the Detroit's defense was all over the field.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a lot of drop passes.
Yeah,
by the Chiefs receiver. So, but let's move on. So we got the Falcons were at home against the Panthers. The Falcons ran that wishbone offense, like Don said, scored 24 points to the Carolina Panthers, who apparently are going to go 10-7 this year, right, Don? Yeah.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
One game.
One game.
Yeah. I'll eat that.
We'll see what you pick when they play their next game. I don't remember who they play, but we're gonna go to our predictions. All right. Ooh, the shocker of the day: the Browns at home against the Bengals. Browns won 24-3. Oh my goodness! What happened?
That one.
Yeah, he got lucky with that one. He flipped it on that one too.
No luck.
It's no way that you could have guessed that, Phil. I'm serious. I mean, T. Higgins, man, 8 targets, 0 receptions.
I told you the Browns defense is nasty. The Browns defense is good.
Give him credit.
And they shut down Jamar Chase. They shut down the running game, and they made Joe Burrow look extremely average. I don't know. Maybe he was partying the night before or something. I don't know.
Well, like I told you last week, was like I was concerned about Joe Burrow after that injury during the preseason. You know, they weren't saying a lot, so it was just like, okay, there's got to be something to this injury. So I didn't think they were going to lose this game.
Yards.
I didn't think they were going to lose this game, but I know this season they're going to take a step back, a real step back.
82 yards passing, QBR 20.
Yeah. Ugly.
Yeah.
All right.
0 touchdowns.
All right. So moving on.
Yeah.
To Don's favorite team, the Colts at home against the Jaguars. Your offensive rookie of the year. He didn't do so well against Trevor Lawrence, but hey, the Jags won this one 31-21. I still think the Colts put a good showing.
They did. They did.
Anthony Richardson played
defense
well.
is bad. Their defense is bad.
But their run game, man, I'm telling you, they need to get Jonathan there, because if Jonathan was there, they would have won that game easily.
I tell you what, the Jaguars, man, they looking good. They're looking strong. They're looking real strong. Calvin Ridley was a good addition.
Stop it.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley was a good.
Calvin Ridley was a good addition. They're running the ball. ETN looked like he got something to prove back there. Trevor Lawrence got some confidence. They played the Colts. But Anthony Richardson, he did his thing. Their defense is bad. Their defense is bad.
I didn't like the fact that you're gonna get that kid hurt because he doesn't have a running back. He is not supposed to be running. I mean, you see how long Cam Newton lasted, man. These are big boys out there, man.
Yeah,
these not these kids playing two-hand touch.
I think they'll get Jonathan Taylor back out there. It won't be this week.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah. But I mean, it's going to take him time to get in the groove of real life, live football. So, and just to be clear, Phil did pick the Colts to win.
I picked the Colts. I did pick the Colts.
I just want to make sure our viewers know that you did pick the Colts and lost this one. And you did pick the Browns on the last one, so we'll give you credit for that one. But
two wild picks.
Yeah, two wild picks. All right. So let's go. We all picked the Vikings. The Vikings were at home against the Bucks, and we all picked the Vikings. I had to hear about this from my wife. She's a Bucks fan, and one of our guests that was on the show, Chills, he's a Bucks fan. And, they all they knew this was going to happen. They all believed.
No, they didn't. No expectation. They didn't.
Phil, the floor is yours.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Phil.
I will say this, right? And I kind of hinted towards this at the beginning of the season. The Dalvin Cook loss, that's a major loss. So that tells me they have no confidence in Madison. They're getting ready to just sling the ball left and right. And I don't trust Kirk because interceptions are coming. He threw a bad interception in the red zone, which was it was a bad interception. The defense looks bad. I kind of figured our defense is going to take a step back. We got Brian Flores back there. It's going to take him a little while to get his defense in there. And I thought about this too. I had them second as far as my prediction. I might have to bring them down a little bit, but they are better than the Bears. So,
but too bad this is not a living document. You're gonna have to stick.
I know. I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it.
You and him said that Madison was a great running back.
I didn't say that.
Great for Cook. Boy, man,
I didn't say that.
Make me go back and get
pull the tape. I didn't say Madison was good. That was all
yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
We all agreed that Madison was a great replacement for Cooks. It was time for Cook to move on.
It was a bad move.
I don't think it was a bad move. I think it just got beat by a team.
No, it's a bad no, Marv. It's a bad move. You got your quarterback throwing. He threw 11 innings. That man threw 44 passes.
That's a lot for Kirk Cousins.
That's 11 innings of baseball, man.
I think this was just a game that they weren't ready for. The Vikings will be fine. Just relax.
You're not supposed to lose to a team like this.
Yeah, and the Bengals aren't supposed to lose to the Browns. Moving on. Next slide.
Okay.
Let's get on to those Saints.
Oh, boy.
The Saints at home against the Tennessee Titans. We all went with the Saints on this one. Like I told you, it's a home game. The Saints defense is strong. We pulled it out. We forced the Titans to kick 5 field goals. Tannehill threw 3 interceptions. what's the running back? Derrick Henry. And he had much running lanes. He got a few nice runs, but he had a hard day running in. And what I recognized from the Titans, they look like they weren't. He's not going to get 30 carries a game anymore. They're pulling back on him. He's older, so they're holding back on him. And but our defense was strong. I love the way they played. Derek Carr was good. I love the way he played. So, no bonehead mistakes. This is kind of what I was expecting. Solid, not great, solid quarterback, good enough to win games. So I'm happy. Saints, moving on.
Your young rookie balled out, man. 10 targets, eight receptions for 112 yards. I mean, that's the act of a number one.
You talking about Chris Olave? He's not a rookie anymore. Second-year player.
Second-year player, he balled out.
Should have been rookie of the year last season. Damn Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy deserves it. Did you see what he did this week?
Stop it. Moving on. Next slide. The Steelers at home against the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, my God. The 49ers destroyed. I mean, this game was over at halftime.
It was over at first quarter.
The only person to pick the 49ers. And, wow.
Hot seat. So let me go ahead and go ahead. Since y'all don't want to, admit to your failures, I'm going to go ahead and do it for you. Right now, I do. I mean, who threw the ball more? That boy he threw 12 innings. He threw the ball 46 times.
Yeah, he had to. He was down by 20 at like halftime.
Down by 20 at halftime.
So once again,
run the ball?
So once again, the offensive scheme was wrong. You came out there throwing the ball when you are a run defensive team, and they ran themselves and they threw themselves out that game. Yeah, they threw themselves out the game.
Yeah,
that's all the offensive coordinator.
Early, they threw themselves out the game.
Yeah,
that's all the offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. Well.
Yes. Well, but who picked the offensive coordinator? It was that. Hey, once again,
here we go.
Here we go. Hot seat.
Man, next slide. Next slide. We have the Commanders at home against the Arizona Cardinals. I gotta admit, the Cardinals actually were in this game. I think they were leading at one point in this game.
They were.
It was like 16-13, right? Before Sam Howell got the touchdown. It was a tough game, but I like the way the Commanders played. I don't know if this is a true test. We can't really gauge how good the Cardinals are, but they fought hard in this. I still expect them to be the bottom of the barrel of the league, but hey,
in the NFL, you got the games that you're supposed to win, you win, and I think that's a step in the right direction for the Commanders.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And then, so we all picked the Commanders on this. All right. Next, we have the Ravens at home against the Houston Texans. We all went with the Ravens on this, and the Ravens won 25-9. What you guys think of the CJ Stroud?
Average.
He's young. He's going to struggle.
And they don't have any. They don't have any weapons on that team, so he's going to struggle.
He looked like a rookie. So yeah.
And they have no number one receiver that can actually get him some separation. Right. They gotta get him some targets. Don't get me wrong. Pierce, great running back, but he's not enough to.
They gotta get some more. They gotta get some receivers out there, and now that defense is gonna carry him in some games, but they're gonna be out there playing a lot this season because they can't get up the field. So. No. It's gonna be a long season.
If you gotta do, in order to score anything, you gotta do almost 11 plays, and you can't take the top off or something. You're gonna have games like that. But key positions that were hurt. Dobbins, he's out for the year.
Yep.
Marv, ever since you gave me Williams, man, he ain't been nothing, man. He's been getting hurt, man. Injury bug, but I yield my time.
All right, well. Next slide, man. We had the Bears at home against the Packers. I was truly disappointed by the Bears' performance here, and I was very impressed by Jordan Love. He seemed very under control.
Very unimpressed by Justin Fields.
Yes.
They let Love get into a comfort zone.
Yep.
And he was out there playing the 6-on-6 drill.
Yeah, he was. And Justin Fields was throwing a lot of bubble screen passes. Like
he didn't look comfortable back there.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he was throwing a lot of bubble screens. Like that was the best pass play they had for him. And I was like, this guy's not ready. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully it gets better because I got high hopes for the Bears. And They're making me look bad. Next slide. Broncos. Oh, we all picked the Bears, and the Packers won 38-20. Next slide. Broncos at home against the Raiders. We all picked the Broncos, and the Raiders won this 17-16. And so, you know who I blame?
Sean.
I blame Sean Payton. Because Sean Payton traded for the Saints' old kicker. I told you he's trying to make the Broncos the Saints of Denver. And he brought in a bad kicker that is on a decline. He missed the extra point. He missed the field goal. And look, lo and behold, they lost by 1 point. That's on you, Sean. That's on you. But Jimmy G looked pretty good.
Damn.
Russell Wilson looked good.
Russell Wilson looked good. Yeah. And Sean Payton's going to put his quarterback in a good position to win.
Yeah.
He's going to have outlets. He's going to throw it to running backs a lot. And that's what Russell Wilson did.
This is the first time I heard you say something bad about Sean. God damn.
Yeah.
Next slide. All right. We had the Patriots at home against the Eagles. The Eagles won this game. We all picked the Eagles. Eagles won 25-20. Mac Jones threw for 316. I know Don doesn't like Mac. But Mac, he was competitive.
He more than competitive. He balled out of control. I didn't know who that guy was, man. I mean, he threw 13 innings. He threw 54 attempts.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles let up their foot off the.
Is that what happened?
So yeah, I think the Eagles. I mean, if you look, their offense did not look great. They had 2 touchdowns off turnovers. That's not
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I didn't get to watch this game, but I saw that the Eagles had like a double-digit lead in the. And the Pats came back.
Pick 6 and they fumble. Ezekiel Elliott fumbled. That's 14 points right there.
Yeah.
And they kicked 2 field goals. So, I'm sorry. Devontae Smith scored a touchdown, but they were up.
Impressed.
Yeah, I was not impressed. They were up 17-0 at the first quarter. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the Eagles. Just a little bit.
Next slide. Chargers at home against the Dolphins. This game here, man, this game was exciting. A lot of fireworks in this game. Look, we all went with the Dolphins. The Dolphins won this game 36-34. Man, Tyreek Hill, 215 yards receiving. I mean, this guy was electrifying. Yep. I mean, imagine if he was still with Patrick Mahomes. Oh, my God.
Hey, for some strange reason, people don't realize, man, if you're a scout, there's 2 things you can't teach: height and speed. And Cheetah got a lot of speed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A running back playing receiver is the Cheetah. Yeah. So, Dolphins pulled it out.
Tua balled out?
Tua balled out. Yeah, I'm sorry. How did I ignore Tua's 466 yards passing? Got to give the man credit. I mean, Ryan Clark got to be looking at himself in the mirror.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Why would I say something bad about this man?
I don't know.
Those are PlayStation numbers, man. Xbox numbers.
Right. All right, next slide. Seahawks at home against Phil's favorite team.
Yes,
the Rams.
Yep.
And Phil was the only one to pick the Rams, and the Rams won this game 30-13, which was a surprise to me. It's like, who is Matthew Stafford throwing the ball to?
Yep.
Who are these guys? So
I tell you right now,
nobody can name.
Geno Smith looks like he's reforming right back to realizing here. They gave him that contract, and Matthew Stafford looked good, but Cooper Kupp needs to come back quick.
Yeah. So, it's almost like the real Geno Smith stood up.
Real Geno Smith stood up. And the defense didn't look good either.
Yeah. Well, the defense never looked good. But the whoever we saw at the Seahawks quarterback last year was an imposter.
It's the play calling, because if you look at it, I mean, Metcalf 5 targets, Lockett 4. I mean, you're not going to win with those type of. Your big time receivers, you got to get the ball in their hands. You got to figure it out. And that's that offensive coordinator's fault for that.
Walker looked good, though. I tell you that. He run it hard. Kenneth Walker, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to this mess of a game on Sunday night. I mean, my God. I got my popcorn ready. I set up. I thought I was going to look at a good game. And the Giants at home against them boys. I'm like, okay, let's get ready. Sunday night football, got the theme song going on. And I mean, I saw a complete blowout. I went to bed early on it. 40 to nothing. And we all picked
the Giants. This is Marv's data of Danny Dimes.
The NFL needs to investigate this, man. It's no way you can tell me. There's no way you can tell me if the Cardinals can wind up and score and make an interesting football game. Because I thought this behavior, I expected, and we called it. I mean, and we called it for the wrong team. I thought the Cardinals was going to do something like this. I really did. I thought they was going to tank big on national television. I did not think these guys was going, and they need to stop giving teams like this prime time. They need to start penalizing them for their poor performance.
Well, the Giants and Cowboys are rivalry games.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Well,
I mean,
well, we know
before
Cowboys
halftime.
fans.
Could you watch the rest of the game?
No, I didn't watch the rest of the game, but I mean, Cowboy fans are going to make it sound like they were dominant, which they were. They were dominant in this game. But let's be clear. It was wet out there. It was raining. There's some sloppy ball being played by the Giants. I doubt this is going to happen the next time they play. So we'll see. I don't think the Giants are all 40 to nothing.
I'm concerned. I'm very concerned about the Giants offense. Very concerned.
They look real bad.
They have no playmakers on that side at all.
Well, I thought Darren Waller was playing well, but as far as the receivers, they didn't offer much of anything.
Saquon Barkley didn't show up either.
Yeah. All right. Next slide. The Jets at home. Oh, by the way, we all picked the Giants, and the Giants lost.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football. The Jets at home against the Bills. Don went with the Bills, which gave him his 8-8 record. Phil and I picked the Jets. Give us our 9-7 record. And the Jets pulled it out because the Jets have really good defense, even without Aaron Rodgers. With Aaron Rodgers going out on the 4th play of the game, the Jets still pull it out.
Yeah.
Man, let's call it like it is, man. The Bills need to check themselves. Somebody needs to be a grown man. Somebody needs to control adults because you're throwing. I don't care how strong your arm is. You do not make those passes into triple coverage. If you got triple coverage on somebody, that means someone else is open. It's no way. It's no way. 4 interceptions. You lost the game. And too many times we let bad quarterbacks off the hook, man. And I'm not letting this guy off the hook today, man. I mean, this guy was terrible. Terrible.
Like I told you, I think the Jets have his number.
Have his number? They own him.
Yeah, I think they do. But don't try to stall. Now you got to make your picks for next week. Don't try to stall.
Oh, I'm on fire with this one. Come on, let's go.
Well, not based on last week. You definitely ain't on fire.
You're neutral right now, sir.
Mediocre.
Average. This was your time to give. This was your time to get some separation, and you couldn't do it. So, God.
Average. That's what you are. All right. We got the Thursday night game. Eagles at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Phil, well, you know what? We're gonna go. I'm gonna go first. To help you out, Phil. How about that? I'll go first. I'm gonna go with. Well, let me make sure I state this correctly. The Eagles are 7-point home favorites. I'm going with the Minnesota Vikings because I believe in Kirk. I don't think Kirk is going to let the Vikings go down 0-2. And the way that the Eagles performed last week by allowing the Patriots back in the game, I think they're going to do it again. I got the Vikings winning this. Don, who you got?
Yeah, I had to have an eerie silence because I didn't know what you. I'm man.
It's my bold pick. It's my bold pick.
That's a crazy pick. I'm writing this.
A bold pick. Wow,
the bold pick. They're 7-point favorites.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Eagles, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. I mean, they had a bad week, but it's no way they're gonna let Kirk Cousins and them go off like that. I think they're gonna touch Kirk early and often. And if their run game couldn't get off last week, it's damn sure ain't gonna get off this week.
Phil.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Going with the Eagles.
Like Don said, if you got trouble running the ball last week against a weaker team, just think what the Eagles going to do.
And that Georgia Bulldog defensive
Yeah,
line that the Eagles got.
they're gonna get at Kirk so quick. So I think this is gonna be over 7 points. This could be into 10 to 14 range.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I think so. Jalen Hurts is gonna go crazy on that Minnesota defense.
All right. I think Minnesota is gonna win this game because they can't go 0-2. This is like a must win for them.
I agree. And it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, early in the season, 0-2.
Yeah,
it's gonna be, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, that's a lot of ground, and they got some more tough teams coming. So,
all
right, Sunday games. We got the Falcons at home against the Packers. The Packers are 2-point road favorites here. All right, like I told Don, that wishbone offense with those two running backs, I got the Falcons winning this one at home. I think it's gonna give them the edge. Don, who you got?
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Give me the Packers, man. Love. I got that kid going and I got him going in the lane and tearing him up, man. It's no way that you're going. Yes, I got him going there and going off. He is feeling comfortable, and I don't see them getting him off his spot. I mean, he's a young mobile quarterback.
Yep.
And if you look at it, he's following some of the footsteps of Brett Favre
and Aaron Rodgers. He looked just like Aaron Rodgers back there.
Looked just like him.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
Release. Yeah, efficient. Phil, who you got?
The Packers played an inferior team last week. Yes. I'm definitely picking the Falcons. The Bears were not a good team last week. And the Falcons have a better defense. So we'll see how they do much better. And a much better offense. So let's see what happens. I'm picking the Falcons.
I don't care if it's the wishbone.
And Bijan is just getting started.
Yeah, man. That those two running backs were dominant. So wishbone, eye formation, power eye, goal line offense, whatever you want.
They're not asking Ritter to do much either.
They ain't asking him to do anything.
We've been saying that.
He gonna throw for 89 yards.
It probably don't. He barely threw for 100 last game.
with 88 attempts.
Yeah. Look, man, we call a passing play for you. Make sure you audible out of it. So, all right. Next, we got the Bills at home against the Raiders. The Bills are 9.5-point home favorites here. I'm going with the Bills. No way Josh Allen goes down 0-2. No way. Don.
Yeah, I'm going to ride with you on that one. I think the Bills, I think he's going to stop making up, to him and start divvying the ball around the field to find other receivers.
So they hadn't made up yet? I mean, he would have been better off just sending them flowers and chocolate. Why not send that to Dig? Send him a card. Love, Josh.
For real.
Are you going to throw passes in triple coverage as a solution? Phil.
Bold pick.
Uh-oh.
This is my bold pick here, right?
Jimmy G.
I like what he did last week. If he can stay healthy. I'm very concerned with the Bills. As I said, they can't run the ball. Their defense is struggling right now. Josh Allen is struggling. He's regressing. I don't think this is out of the realm of the Raiders are going to win this game. It's going to be very close. I think the Raiders are going to win this by like 3.
Okay. No, I agree with you. I think it's a strong possibility the Raiders could win this game, but
I'm very concerned about Buffalo.
But
you can't lose. I mean, we can say that Zach Wilson's got their number, but I saw this last year with the Bills.
I don't think Zach Wilson has his number. I think the Jets defense has
the
Jets defense has his number.
I saw this last year from Josh Allen, and I think they're gonna lose this week against the Raiders.
All right. Well, I think this is an urgent game for them. They cannot go down 0-2.
I agree.
They got too many hard games.
I agree.
Okay. All right. Next, Bengals at home against the Ravens. The Bengals are 3.5-point home favorites, even after that outing last week against the Browns. The Bengals are 3.5-point home favorites. But yeah, I think this is a must win for the Bengals. But man, they look bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the Ravens defense is good, and I think the Ravens are going to win this game. I mean, these teams are rivals. So I think the Ravens are going to pull this one out. Don.
Oh, you
know
already
what,
know,
Don?
man.
I ain't got to ask you. Never
Hey,
mind.
I got us pinning our ears back, man. And Joe looked like he was in a wheelchair, like Charles Xavier trying to pass the ball around. Only 82 yards, man.
Yeah, Joe looked
He just
bad.
looked like a half a shell of himself, not even a half. So I think they put him in very grave danger if they put him out on that field like that, because
Yeah,
it's
he's not
obvious he's
right.
not 100%.
Yeah, something's wrong. He's not right. So I'm going with the Ravens. Phil.
I actually think the Bengals are going to win this game. Let me tell you why.
Say that.
The Ravens. No, I'm. Josh J.K. Dobbins is a big loss. They got injuries on the offensive line. Zay Flowers has got 10 targets. Odell Beckham only got 2 last week. That ain't gonna fly against the Bengals. I think the Bengals and Joe Burrow's not having 2 games bad like this in a row. So and the Bengals have got the Ravens number. So I think this is going to be a close game. I think the Bengals will pull us away by a field goal.
Okay, gentlemen from Baltimore, you have time to respond. Go ahead.
Man, Phil on dope and dog food. You guy trying to piss me off again with these.
I mean, did I not say the facts? Are they not facts?
No, they're not the facts, because Hill can run the ball doing, and get it down to the goal line where we can do Edwards, man. Stop playing. We got 2 other running backs.
Both of your offensive tackles are out this week.
Too, man. You gotta be kidding me.
Both of your offensive tackles are out this week.
Okay, fine. You're gonna find out who the backups are, man. You gotta be kidding me. I still got Lamar, the most electrifying quarterback back there, man. You gotta be kidding me.
All right, next slide.
The power went out. That's how electrified he was last week.
Next slide. I just wanted to give him an opportunity to respond. That's Phil's pick, man. You can't get mad with the man because he picked y'all to lose. Y'all gonna lose.
Hell, Phil, man.
Y'all got injuries, man.
Next slide. We got the Lions at home against the Seahawks. Oh man, Lions are 6-point home favorites, and I feel bad about this because I did pick the Seahawks not to make the playoffs this year, and I think that's going to happen. The Seahawks are going to go down 0-2. I got the Lions winning this game. Who you got, Don?
Man, the Lions look good, baby. They look good, and right now, I can't believe in Geno. I just can't. You gonna have to burn me like 2 or 3 times to get me back on that train, baby. You had to burn me up 2 or 3 times. Right now, I got to ride with the Lions.
Phil.
I'm going with the Lions, too.
All right, that's easy. Yeah. All right, next slide. Titans at home against the Chargers. The Chargers are 3-point road favorites. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue what I did last year, which messed me up in my picks at the end of the season, got me last in the league, but I'm going to try it one more time. Titans. You're going to have to get it together. I think you got a good squad. I think you got a good defense, but you got to get that offense together. And I'm not a fan of the Chargers. I'm not a fan of the way Brandon Staley runs the team. I'm picking the Titans to win this game. Not a bold pick because Chargers are only 3-point road favorites, but I think the Titans are going to win this game. Don.
San Diego Superchargers. San Diego Chargers.
You know I'm going with the Chargers, baby. I got to make up this ground, man. I got to make up some ground. Thank you for the pick, Marv.
Yeah, no problem. It just screwed me over last year. I'm sure it's going to screw me over this year. Phil, who you got? Chargers?
This is a must-win for both teams. I got the Chargers. And I tell you what, if the Chargers lose this game, it's the coach is really gonna be on the hot seat. So I got the Chargers here.
Oh, you talking hot seat, bro?
Really on the hot seat this week.
The second game of the season, talking hot seat. Man on the hot seat, second game of the season.
I mean, even the Titans. This is a must-win for the Titans. You can't go down 0-2.
You
can't do it.
You can't.
But especially the way the Jaguars are playing. Oh
yeah.
No.
But I think the Titans. Like they have a change of pace running back. I can't remember. I think it's Spears.
Tajay Spears.
Yeah.
Dude is fast. He is hella fast. Yeah. And so they using him a lot more than Derrick Henry, but Derrick Henry comes in and still a big bruiser. So I think offensively they'll probably do enough because, like I said, with the Saints, they were in scoring position 5 times, and the Saints defense held them to field goals, which was great. So we'll see. So, all right, next slide. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home against the Chicago Bears. The Bucs are 3-point home favorites. look, Bucks played well last week, but come on. I mean, will the real Bucks stand up, please? Because that's not who you are. We look, the Bucks had a good game, but I don't think this is going to be a good season for them. The Bears have a lot of talent. They didn't use it. If they lose this game, the coaches are gonna have to start looking at themselves in the mirror because they got too much talent on this Bears team. So I'm going with the Bears because the coaches, they got to figure this out. It's on them. Don, who you got?
Man, I'm going with Baker Mayfield, man. Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans, man.
Wow. Is this your bold pick?
That's not a bold pick. The Bucks are
okay.
Favor to win.
It feels like it because we had such high hopes for the Bears, man. The Bears are not supposed to be in this position, and we should not be talking about them like this in this manner. And I shouldn't feel like the Bears are like they have no identity.
They don't. And I'll tell you what, they lose this game, I won't have any identity of them either.
Especially if Justin Fields gives you that same performance again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially. I'm gonna pick the Bears here. This is if they come out and lay another staker, I'm gonna have to reevaluate the Bears again.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be done with them.
I'm very concerned about their offense. I mean, even their defense, but I understand their defense was out there a long time. But I'm picking the Bears on this. This is the last time I'm on this train with them.
Me too.
They lose this game.
Same here.
I thank you for your bad picks in advance.
Yeah. All right. Next slide. Jags at home against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3-point road favorites here. No way Patrick Mahomes goes out too. No way. I don't care if it's in Jacksonville or not. I don't care if Trevor Lawrence is having a great game. No way Patrick Mahomes allows this to happen. They're gonna get those receivers together. Gonna make them catch the ball. They're going to be working on catching the ball all week to get ready for this game. I got the Chiefs winning. Don, who you got?
Man, you already know I got to go with the Chiefs, man. It's no way that Andy Reid team is going to go now 0-2 like this.
Yeah.
With the type of weapons that he have as far as, and I think Kelsey, he should be back.
He should be back. If Kelsey doesn't play, I got to rethink this.
I've been going kind of back and forth on this. I try not to go against Mahomes that much, but I'm going to pick the Jags here. I like the way they played last week. They look like they are just better and better. But this is a true test for them to kind of see what type of team they are in the AFC. So I'm going to pick the Jags on this one.
Is this a bold pick, Mo?
No, it's not a bold pick.
No, it's not a bold pick.
Not a bold pick. Chiefs are 3-point road favorites. 3-point road.
Chiefs, man. The Chiefs, man. This is a disrespect by Las Vegas on this one, man. I would make my money on this game.
That's how good they feel the Jaguars are.
Now this is the game. This is going to be interesting game. We got the Texans at home against the Colts, and the Colts are 1-point road favorites. I'm interested in this game. I want to see how the rookie quarterbacks battle. Yeah. And the funny thing about it is what makes it exciting for me is that there's no other offensive player that is like the face of this team other than these rookie quarterbacks. Even with the Colts, right? It's Anthony Richardson's team. There is no Jonathan Taylor there. And CJ Stroud has nobody else there to take the shine from him. So this is the game we're going to see. Hopefully we see these kids for the next 10 years battling it out in this division. So I'm looking forward to seeing this game. And with that said, I am going with the Texans. I think the Texans defense is going to play well and win this game for them. So what you got, Don?
Man, I got the Colts coming out and getting their first win. I think they're going to open up the aperture with that playbook a little bit. They saw some things that they can do. They see some things that they should not do, meaning run the kid, consecutively like that. I think that they're going to use I think they're going to use their running game a little bit more, and I think they're going to use Pittman as far as trying to get him out there and get him open, take the top off, and this probably be his number one receiver. So I got them doing big things. Colts.
Bill.
Yeah, I got the Colts this week. They played very valiantly against the Jaguars last week. Even though I'm concerned about their defense. So I'm gonna pick the Colts here. Texans aren't
Okay.
ready yet.
Okay. All right. We'll see. Now, this is the one I'm waiting to hear from Phil. We got the Rams at home against the 49ers. The 49ers are 8-point road favorites. Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers. Brock Purdy, 49ers. I mean, like I told you, I don't care who the quarterback is in San Francisco. They could put me out there. We're still going to be 8-point road favorites. I'm going with the 49ers. Don, who you got?
Man, you know, bro, that 49er, man. Give it a line up that 49, baby.
Yeah. I mean, if Kyle Shanahan call you to come quarterback, you going to go quarterback for him, man?
Hey, I know I'm going to look good because he's going to get the ball out of my hands.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to set you up for success.
I'm going to look good.
You're going to look good. Now, come on, Phil. This is a bold pick. Go on.
I'm going with the 49ers here.
What?
Yeah, I'm going with the 49ers on this one.
Yeah, you ain't crazy.
You ain't crazy.
You ain't crazy.
I bet against the 49ers last week. I'm not going to do that again.
Oh,
so I'm going with the 49ers this week.
Okay. Yeah, mama ain't raised no fool.
Oh, they already burned them.
All right, next slide. We got the Cardinals at home against the Giants. I mean, what a week to get the Cardinals for the Giants, man, after getting smashed by the Cowboys. The Giants are 5.5-point road favorites. I think this is the get right game for the Giants. I got the Giants winning this game. Don.
I'm fighting myself, man.
Really?
I'm fighting myself. They disrespected football. They disrespected everything.
Did. Yes.
They damn sure disrespected football. And I'm looking at Arizona, and I don't think they're gonna roll over and play dead. And I think they're gonna be playing their own stadium. This is my bold pick, man. I'm going with the Cards.
Okay, all right. I mean, I think it's gonna be a clean game. It's gonna be inside. You know, it's gonna be nice and warm. It's not gonna be rainy and wet like it was in MetLife Stadium. So, Phil, who you got?
This was actually also my bold pick. The way the Cardinals played last week against the Commanders, their defense is tough. They're not going anywhere. The offense is an enigma. I don't trust Danny Dimes. I don't trust the Giants offense. I'm going to go with the Cardinals here by 3 points.
Okay. Facts. I got to ride with you on that one.
I'm going with I don't trust Danny Dimes and
at all.
It's just not good. No playmakers on the side. Darren Waller is just a red zone tight end.
I think Wallace, he's a good receiver, but he's a decoy.
Yeah, he's a decoy. So I got the card. Yeah. I got the Cardinals with it. I think this is going to be.
I think it's great.
I think this is going to be 17-14 Cardinals.
Okay, well, it's good. I'm glad you're picking the Cardinals. This is where I start separating from you two. Anyway, next slide. This is exactly when I start to separate. Buddy. Yep. Cowboys at home against those Jets. Cowboys at 8.5-point home favorites. Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys. Yeah, Zach Wilson is going to have a hard time. I mean, damn, he had a hard time against the Bills. You know he's going to get punished against the Cowboys. Don, who you got?
Boy, them Jets in that defense. This is bad, man. Because I was looking. I mean, I can't even believe that I'm actually thinking about this pick right now. But the Jets defense has been lights out.
They have
really lights out.
Yeah, I don't think the Jets defense are going to cause them the game. I think Zach Wilson is going to cause
them. And that's the problem is that if they had a half a decent quarterback,
right,
this would not be a pick. And they playing in Dallas, man. I gotta go with Dallas, and I'm not even happy about saying anything good about Dallas because Dallas fans, they the worst.
Yeah.
This is gonna be 2 weeks of them talking about they're on their way to the Super Bowl. I am not looking forward to 2 weeks of talking about the goddamn Cowboys. But
we had to listen to Dale all in the comments, so man. I'm sure we're gonna have to hear more from him.
Him and that dang going Tim.
Oh yeah. Let's hurry up and get off of this because I don't want to give these two guys too much credit.
We didn't give them too much time already.
Don brought up some good points. I'm gonna go with the Jets here. That defense is nasty. And I think they're gonna give Dak some problems.
Great. I'm glad you did. Now I can really pull away from you now.
This a
Great
bold
pick,
pick,
Phil.
Marv. Hey, Marv, this is a bold pick.
Absolutely, it's a bold pick. I'm glad you're going with it. Absolutely. Great job, man. I love it.
Woo.
You like it, I love it. Next slide. Broncos at home against the Commanders. Broncos are 3.5-point home favorites. Sean Payton needs to figure out this kicker issue that he has. I think he will. And I think the Broncos are going to win at home. I like the way Russell Wilson looked. I think he played well. I mean, right, compared to last year, big improvement. He played the way we are used to seeing Russell Wilson playing. I think that is a credit to Sean Payton. So I got the Broncos winning. Don, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Broncos winning. I tell you like this, man. If they don't win, your boy Sean on the hot seat, man. This gonna be 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks of bad play.
He
I'm not.
gonna bring Drew Brees out of retirement and bring him in.
Tell him, lace up, son.
Lace up. I need you. I'm about to lose my job. Who you got, Phil?
This was tough for me. This was really tough for me. I'm gonna pick the Commanders here. I'm gonna lean it towards the Commanders here. I think somehow I'll get it together. I think that defense is nasty. So I'll go with the Commanders here.
Oh man, I'm really gonna pull away now. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, that's tough, boy. Yeah, this is gonna be great, Phil. I'm gonna have like a 4 or 5 game lead over you. Fantastic. Next slide. Patriots at home against the Dolphins. Woo.
And Dolphins. Ma, hold on, Ma, let's go back. Hey, I want to change. I want to join Phil on this one, man.
You gonna join Phil on this
one? I gotta join Phil. I just thought about. I saw the relationship between the mutiny that's about to happen, man. I think this is gonna be the love affair that's gonna be broken up. I gotta go. My frat brother. I gotta be enemy. I got him coaching those boys to greatness.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, you were already behind, so I just yeah. Fantastic. Great. All right. Patriots at home against the Dolphins. Dolphins are 2.5-point road favorites. Is the Cheetah playing? Yes. Is Tua playing? Yes. I'm going with the Dolphins. This is easy. Dolphins. Don, who you got?
Hey man, hey, like I said, Belichick on the hot seat, baby. Two, baby. Hey, you can get Tom Brady to ring the bell again, son.
Yeah.
Phil,
let's go Dolphins by 10.
Dolphins. I'm picking Dolphins here.
Dolphins. Okay. Yeah. No sense of arguing about that. I don't care how they get the ball to the Cheetah. Just get him the ball.
Yeah.
Ring the bell.
When you don't give it to the Cheetah, give it to Jalen Waddle.
No, give it to the Cheetah. Jalen Waddle. You give it to Jalen Waddle when the Cheetah's not in the game. Give the ball to the Cheetah. All right, we got 2 Monday Night Football games. What? Oh, interesting. So we got the Panthers at home against them damn Saints. Saints are 3-point road favorites. Yeah, I'm going with the Saints winning this one by 3 over the Panthers, over your, would you say 10-7 Panthers? Come on, cut it out. Panthers going down 0-2. Don, who you got? You got the Panthers?
Man, this is rough, man, because I got Carr playing really good football, man. I mean, he got a team. He got a team. He got number 1 receiver, and he got a nice defense, man. I can't help you out with that one. No, not no, hell no.
Say help about.
So they're gonna get their 10 games some other way.
They're gonna get it some other way. They're gonna get it this week.
Phil, who you got?
I got the Saints. There's no discussion here.
All right, no discussion. All right.
No discussion.
All right. So I'm sure we're gonna have some discussion here.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the last Monday Night Football game, because there's 2 Monday Night Football games. Panthers and Saints are playing at 7:15, and the Steelers and Browns are going to play at 8:15 Eastern time. So we got the Steelers at home against the Browns. The Browns are 2.5-point road favorites over the Steelers. Look, I'm going with my pick. I said the Steelers are going to win 10 games. Damn it, the Steelers are going to win 10 games. I'm going with the Steelers. This is going to be the first of 10 right here. Steelers over the Browns. The Browns come back down to earth. They look good. winning that game over the Bengals, but something's wrong with the Bengals. Steelers win. Don, I know you got the Browns winning. Go ahead.
Hey man, I got the Browns destroying them.
Destroying. Okay, well,
destroying. And I called it early. 0-2. Not only are they gonna lose this week, they're gonna probably lose next week. The Steelers are hot trash, man.
Okay.
The Steelers are hot trash, and I've been calling them from day one. I need Steelers fans to go ahead and get yourself ready for the, get a front seat and try to get that draft pick. Stop trying to win games and play yourself out of draft position like you did last year.
All right.
And Mike Tomlin's gonna be on the hot seat because this gonna be hey, there's no bouncing back from
the gentleman from Baltimore, your time has expired. Phil, who you got?
Man, this is tough. I was on the Steelers train last week, and the train derailed quickly.
Yes, it did.
This is tough, man. But I'm gonna go with the Browns here.
Go with the Browns. Okay.
Go with the Browns here.
Okay, we should see some separation from yo. Yeah,
real
separation. Yeah. Okay. All right, fellas. Let's go and wrap this thing up, man. To our listeners out there, thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.